Right, hello there. Testing, testing. 1, 2. Hope everyone can hear me properly. And see me properly. Yeah. Twitch looks like it's working. YouTube looks like it's working. Cool. Oh, hey, apologies. How are you doing, man? Today, we are continuing work with, this nonsense. I was gonna maybe, I was thinking maybe starting another project, but I've got so many things on at the moment, that I just didn't know what else to do at the moment, so we're gonna carry on with this. So last time, we finished setting up the last of the food delivery drones. We have done all but the final 2 of those battery drones, and they're not absolutely necessary right yet, so I can set them up whenever. So all of the main stuff, delivery drone stuff is set up now. There's one more cargo drone I'd like to eventually build from this guy to come over to here to deliver ammunition and stuff. I'll get to that at another point. Right now, I want to have a look at more of these control systems. So, when these guys are out and about and walking, when they're out and about and walking, they move at about 10 meters a second, give or take. He moves about 15. And these drones struggle to catch up because they're carrying quite a bit of weight, and they're also sitting right on the threshold of their power output as well. So I can't really add more batteries without completely overhauling the drones. So what I'm thinking is setting up some kind of system that turns off one of the mech's walking systems when the drones are in transit. Because of the way the launching routes are set up, because these guys only move slowly because they will crash if they move too quickly. What ends up happening is they can't keep up with their own launching waypoints as this thing's moving, which means they end up getting caught and getting kind of dragged behind by the waypoint that they can't quite reach, and then eventually it gets out of range. Eventually they give up and then just sit there until they power down and plummet. So I'm thinking something that temporarily disables the walk controls when one of these guys is travelling between here and the power station. And then once everything's docked back up again, it can then re-enable the walk cycle so everyone can carry on. Yeah, probably a little bit complicated, but we'll figure it out. I've got a fresh cup of tea and the rest of the evening to play with. I started a little bit later than I usually do on Sundays. I had to do some family stuff and go see Mother Dearest, which put things behind schedule a little bit because Irish mammies like to talk. As does mine. So yeah, we're running a little bit later today, but we'll probably still do the full 4 hours. Oh, hey Outcast, which one is the BattleBot base? That would be the one I'm standing on. That's the one with all the guns attached to it. We did get round to doing the conveyor network for them, didn't we? Oh! All but this one, apparently. Apparently, I forgot to plug a UIT. Oh, that'll be why. That'll be why. Does that be wrong block? Actually, that can just do that, can't it? That's only a three-way split. That'll do that. Take that out of that, turn that into a three-way as well. Oop, that was too much. Yeah, cool, right. That is all connected again. Get rid of that overlay. Maybe a sensor up the top that can see the drones that pauses the walk cycle. I, personally, am thinking relays. I could probably squeeze another relay somewhere onto these mechs. I could even just have one sitting down here. It's not going to get in the way of the rotor. I could have a relay that sends a signal back to... Well, one that sends a signal to the power plant to get that to stop. I can deactivate the walking controls when these guys dock, because these guys use an event controller to control the docking stuff, so that should be easy enough. I can get you to stop when he detaches, but I also need him to stop moving as well, because otherwise that confuses the grid AI waypoints. So, what would we need to do? We would need to turn... Oh, I've got no energy. Let's go and sit on the bridge. Oh well. Got no energy at all. Let's eat some food. Oh, I have got energy. Oh, I just hit the O button again, as I always do. That should be fine then. So... Command station. So your walk controls, they are all on that. Now, the simplest way would be to just have you stop walking. Just straight up. Turn your walk controls off. So, that is all. The turns are on, that's on. So realistically, if I just turn off. Oh no, because they've got commands in there as well, haven't they? Yeah, because your walk control is triggered by me pressing the forward button. So, if I wanted to permanently stop you from walking, oh no, because then yeah, I'd still need that relay signal because I need to get this guy to start walking again automatically. Ooh, it's like a brain teaser. Let's go sit on the bridge anyway, have a better view. Oh, and my audio is broken again already. Because of that stupid suspension remote control lock bug. It's looking pretty good in here. Right, so let's have a look. Port controls, battery port, number 1 and 2. Oh, we've not got a lot of room left in there though, have we? Yeah, we've got one slot. Interesting. Right, so when you leave, I would want... Oh, I'm going to have to make some timers and kill switches to do this. There's going to be too many actions I need to do all at once. I am not going to have... enough controls or enough action slots. Oh yeah, I want to... I might not be able to get this one spinning either. I might need to expand it more than it needs to be. How can we do this? When we're on docks, let's try a timer. Why have you not got a connection point there? Oh yeah, because the front base of them have weird connection points. Wasn't like putting a time on onto that apparently. Really? I thought that top lip of the event controller was still a connection point. I'm connected to that. I'm not connected that. It won't let me put a timer there. Odd. Okay. Well, that spot's reserved for the other battery buttons. We've got these spots at the front and back in the centre. Fine. We shall use them. Yeah, let's have an on and off switch. We'll try it that way. What am I stuck on? No. The projection table that I built. That's what I'm stuck on. We'll have that and we'll have that. Let's call it warp control off for the moment. Actually, we'll have on at the front. That was the wrong button. Copy all. Copy, paste. You can be warp control off. So, oh yeah, we need to put another relay on you, don't we? We need to get you to send a signal back. So what have we used so far? We have... we're up to 60s. Alright, okay. So maybe when they launch, as they launch, it turns off the warp controls. Then, once they have reached the end of their launch route and they are safely on their way over here, they could send a relay signal that reactivates your warping cycle so you can continue. Yeah, try that. We'll have a look at that, we'll see how that works. So, bum. Mobile command. Walk stuff. At the bottom, here we go. So, that would, walk off would be. We turn them off for a start, because those are the controllers that actually trigger the whole thing. I'd also want to disable my ability to move as well, because otherwise I'd be able to move off and break things. So I need to tie the control thrusters in there. There we go, there's the ones. Bum 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 bum. Forward, left. And you know what, let's just make a group for the whole lot. And just turn the whole lot off. So, walk off. First things first, let's turn those thrusters off. Get them off. Then we'll get the actual controllers off. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your other message there. Outcast, where's the arena? The arena is in a different save file. I don't want to do too much with that publicly yet, because Aya wanted to show it off in his showcase stream next weekend, so I am keeping that kind of mostly under wraps until next weekend, which we'll get a nice little showcase then. But yeah, I've got a few more battle bots, or I've tweaked some of the designs that we were playing with the other day, and I've got a new one that I want to test out, and I've made a few upgrades to my battle bot arena. But yeah, everyone will get to see that next, I think it's next Saturday that I is doing his showcase stream, so we'll see a bunch more of the battle bot stuff then. Right, so that'll turn that and that off. That should stop us from walking. Also, where's that cruise control light? Just in case that is on. Let's turn that off as well. And that'll stop also walking sequence. In fact, actually, let's have that first in the sequence, because that will affect the other blocks. So we'll turn that off first, then we'll turn the thrusters off, then we'll turn the warp controls off. And that can get triggered when these two leave, when either of them leave. Then when they get to the end of their their launch cycle, we are going to need another relay signal to play with. Now, I could mess around setting signals on these, but I'd have to set them back again, and I can't be bothered doing that, so I'm just going to build another relay and have it as a separate signal altogether. And yeah, I think I'm just going to stick it down here. And have it dangling off the bottom of the mech, or the drone. It can just live there. It's not really going to affect any other builds, I don't think. Wouldn't do anyway. Let's have a little quick look. A relay under there would not get away, that'd be fine. Well, gas drone. Yeah, I should be able to get a relay under there. Oof, that's a lot. That is a lot of new relays to figure out. What's that, Outcast? And you feel lucky to have seen you working on it? Yeah, well, I'm not... Sorry, I forgot. Sorry, my hearing's gone funny in one ear. What's that? You feel lucky to have seen you working on it? It's not like I'm sort of keeping it a massive secret or anything. Like I said, I wanted to use it for his for one of the showcase pieces next week, so it feels a bit spoilery if I stream me building it and then next week he does a showcase and everyone's already seen me build it all. I want it to be somewhat of a surprise. At least a little bit, anyway. So... call that signal 61. What should we call that? I'll just call it the pause relay for now. So I'll figure out a better naming convention. That can then be 61. There's a lot of signals in this setup now. I've actually used all 60 of them. 1 to 20. Oh, I've missed out the whole 20 section, haven't I? Yeah, I didn't use any of the 20s. Oh, because there's more drones to build. That's why I was leaving the 20s for them. That's why. Yeah. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, yeah, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, we probably have almost used nearly 60 signals. Probably around 40, 50. Alright, pause relay. You can be signal 61 then. Which means I need to build corresponding relay on you to handle signal 61. So where should we put that? We will just stick it here. And you can also just be called pause relay for the moment. And you can also be channel 61. Right. Are you almost to order 66? Very nearly. Right, so that... Oh, that's the wrong button. Mobile command. Right, so... pause relay on you, actually. Which one's which? You're 9. You're 10. Right, okay. P drone 10. Let's put that in there so I can separate them out a bit. Let's do that. Command pause relay. Right, so you will send a signal when we launch to you. You will then trigger. You know what, I'm going to change those controls, those timer names to pause as well. It'll make things a lot easier to figure out. I'm just going to put the word pause in there. Pause, warp control on. Pause, warp control off. Cool, right. So, pause. That makes everything a bit easier. When you receive the signal, you will trigger that timer, which should, in theory, stop everything. No. That's the wrong thing entirely. That's going in there. When we get to the certain position, we're going to send that, and then we're going to turn it back on again. That's the way we're doing it. When we turn it back on again, we want to turn on thrusters again, and we want to turn the warp controls back on again. That is going to get triggered when you leave the dock. So when you You're on battery port 2, aren't you? Number 10, yeah. And that is our final slot in there, so... when you undock, you'll tell this guy to stop. When you get to that certain height, you are then going to trigger that one. So key drone. Why is the number 1 group still in there? Those should not still be in there. They absolutely should not be in there. Power drone number 1. AI base. Ooh, yeah, those definitely shouldn't be in here. Those are all groups. They need to get deleted. Bum 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 bum. Oh yeah, so it is your AI launch command. That's the one. Launch base, launch command, that's the one. So when you do that, you do that. When you get to that waypoint, as well as all the other things, you will send that signal, in theory. Hey Arkville. Apologies, do you find it hard going from SE1 with build vision to going to SE2 with just K menu? I think it's the main thing that's holding me back from swapping. Absolutely, apologies. The biggest issue I have with Space Engineers 2 at the moment is the UI. Every time you back out of a menu in Space Engineers 2, it resets your control panel terminal to just whatever the hell it feels like. So it's really difficult to set up complicated programming because every time you back out of a menu, everything resets and you have to remember where you're up to. And also, it makes it really difficult to identify parts without just going into the K menu, grabbing the part, moving it around and going, oh right, that's the one I need. It would be nice if SE2 had some kind of build vision-y type thing incorporated into it, because literally everyone I know that plays on PC, everybody uses that mod as default. I mean, it's at the point now where build vision can barely be considered a mod. It's just a sort of standard part of playing the game on PC now. But yeah, trying to do complicated menu programming in SE2 is still a bit nightmarish at the moment. I'm hoping the next update will improve on that a bit. It's mostly just the constant resetting. Trying to set up anything in that game, it's, yeah, like I said, every time you back out of a menu, everything resets, and if you're a bit ADHD like I am, you can easily get distracted by shiny things and forget what the hell you were doing. Yeah, hopefully that gets improved. Right, so that will do that, that will do that. Select waypoints. Yeah, so that should get that to send a signal back to here. Am I in the control seat? No, I'm not. I'm just standing around on the deck like idiots. Oh, that's something I also need to build. I need to build a set of terminals. Which of these guys has actually got the AI active? Because I think I stopped them? No, I did not stop them. Everyone's still walking. Everyone's still got the AI switched on, so I need some kind of visual. So I know that that's doing its thing. So I know who's active and who's not. Right, let's do a little save here, just in case probably mess something up. So, if you start walking, and we pretend that's the power drone, needs to go and recharge. If I send that signal, none of the things I wanted to happen happen. Okay. Yeah, you see, that's the problem that I was talking about. These guys move faster than the grid air I can keep up with, so he is making his way back here so he can actually start doing a launching sequence. Yeah, and there, off he goes. Yeah, and that's turned the lap. Right, that did not work. Let's just reset that back to where it was. Sorry about that. Yeah, I've been having a few issues lately. Gets a bit staticky now and then. New mic upgrade. Yeah, to be honest, I'll probably change that to a new microphone rather than anything else. Yeah, okay, that didn't do a damn thing that I wanted it to do. And I'm not sure why. Right, we'll give that another attempt. So, I'll have another look at those controls. What did I screw up? You are set to 61. You are set to 61. You are both on. You... Oh, hang on. Did I not put the actions in there? Oh, did I not put the action into the relay? That's probably why. Oh, but it didn't stop though either, did it? Right, smeg it. I'm gonna trigger that. Right, sorry, wrong one. Right, trigger that. All that stuff is off. I could speed up the AI flight block. The only issue I've had with that is the weight they're carrying. And they're kind of on the limit of how many thrusters I can slap on that battery. If I get them to fly any faster, they have a tendency to overshoot their targets massively. And crash into stuff. Which is a bit of a pain. Because I did initially have them travelling at 20 meters a second between the bases, but the battery drones carrying that big large grid battery, they would get to their docking waypoint at the power station and just overshoot it by miles, and then have to come all the way back round, and they'd overshoot it again because they were going through too fast with too much mass, and it just became this sort of slow ping pong kind of thing of them overshooting, coming back, overshooting, coming back until they finally got to the center. Whereas at 15 meters a second, they seem to behave a little bit nicer. The other option would be to completely overhaul the drones, make them bigger, give them more power, give them more thrusters. But I don't want to do that. So, I don't think I set the relays up properly. I get the right relay to trigger in your port controls. Battery ports. Yeah, it's port number 2. Not custom data, accessible actions. Pause, walk, off. Right, that should have done that then. Why did that not do that? Oh, because it's in the wrong back-in slot, you idiot. It's in the connect slot, not the disconnect slot. When it is detached, it will trigger that. Okay. Silly little mistakes. Launch command number 10. Let's have a look at you. AI control. Launch command. Setup. P-drone relay send signal. Right. Pause. Send signal to that. You need to trigger that. So I'm not set that up either. Good. Pause, walk controls back on. I think that might be it this time. Let's try this again. So, grab onto you. Quick little save. Bum 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 bum. Let's start. Oh. Right, yes, that did do it the wrong way around. Because I triggered the thing, didn't I? Oh yeah, that's all still off. Let's trigger that again, turn that back on. I should then be able to walk again. Right, cool. Dock, relay, that one. Send signal. Oof. Alright. That worked, but that was a bit heavy-handed. And the drone smacked into that. Okay. Put it on a delay. Put it on a delay. Let's reset that again. If the walk timer is on a 1 or 2 second delay before it triggers, the main base shouldn't come to such an abrupt stop like that. Well, it will still come to an abrupt stop, but might give the drone a second to get clear rather than just smack into the back end. Short of that, I would need to have the base stop and put the launching sequence on a delay. So the mech stops first, drone launches second. Well, let's try it with the delay first, see what that's like. Of course, I did forget to trigger that again and save first. Let's trigger that. Our walk controls are back to normal. I'll do another little save there. Mr. Penisberg was just going to say that. Are you referring to speeding up the drones or my ramblings? Right. So. Oh, I'm already in the terminal, that's fine. Bum 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 bum. We want that on a timer. Oh, the delay. Yeah, I think the delay is going to be the best way to get him to not smack into the back end of the drone, back end of the mech. Because that was exactly what I was worried about, getting these guys to stop while the drones launch, is that they just... Like somebody not wearing a seatbelt in a car, as soon as it stops, they just volley forwards. Yeah, they just need like a second to get clear. So let's try 1 second. Let's just try it at 1 second. See what that's like. I'll do it the scientific way. We'll start at 1 second and increase it until it works. So, once again, off you go. Port controls, not the right one. Dock and relay, spell it properly. Number 2. Slightly better. I think I need the mech to stop walking before the drone launches. Is the way to do that, I think. I think we need to make the mech stop walking first, which is an absolute pain in the arse. Because that means I need to put all of the launch controls that are in the timers, that are in the event controllers, into a timer. Oh well. It's lucky it's only the middle of June. I've got till August to fix this, so... I might have to reprogram some stuff in the drones. Yeah, because adding that delay there, all that happened was the drone launched, pinged off the deck as it was trying to figure out the bouncing waypoint that it was trying to follow. And then when the mech settled down, it could figure out what it was doing. So yeah, we definitely need to get the mech to stop before it launches. Which means, annoyingly... How's that set up then? Oh, hang on. Oh, wait. Port controls. Turn all that off. It's the... It's the launch relay that does everything, isn't it? P-drone relay might actually be as difficult as I think. Dock and relay P-drone 20. You're the one that does all that stuff. So what I actually need to do is put a delay timer in here. And stick that stuff in the delay timer. And that's not actually that difficult. That is just turning everything back on and unlocking the drone. Yeah, because you... You run low. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, no, because you run low. Your battery gets low, and then it triggers the docking relay 2. Docking relay 2 then does, what's that one on there? Then triggers docking... Hang on. Getting confused by my own bloody control setup now. Yeah, that sends a signal from docking relay 2 to the drone, which is that one who receives that signal. Yeah, which triggers that stuff. So yeah, I could just put a timer in there and put those controls in the timer. It receives the signal. It does the walk off timer there. And then the walk off timer triggers these controls on a separate timer. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I think I know how to fix this. Well, I've got an idea anyway. Bum 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 bum. Trying to figure out this nonsense and keep the computer aesthetically pleasing. We'll just go there. Yeah, so that would turn that off, which would trigger that timer at the back. That timer at the back would stop the mech, and a couple of seconds later we can launch the drone. Right, yeah. But I need 2 timers because I've got 2 drones. I need a timer for each drone. What do I? Oh yeah, I do. I do, you don't I? Yeah, because I'll need a launch timer for that drone, I'll need a launch timer for the other one. Which means either trying to squeeze another timer onto here, another timer into there. I haven't really at all got the room for any more stuff on that drone. He's already pushing his weight limit. Mobile command. Docking. Relay. So, yeah, I still need a timer per drone. Right, we'll call you. P drone 10. Launch delay. For the moment. Yeah. Drone. Actually, we've got 2 drones. You can be number 9. You can be 9 delay. And you can be the 10 delay. Right, let's try it this way. So if I hop into there. What do I want? I want the controls out of... what's that? They weren't set up on timers already. Yeah, they were just set up on just using the event controllers for the moment. But now I'm obviously having to transfer those commands to a timer instead. Yeah, it's what it is. Right, so docking relay number 10. I'm just gonna grab some quick screenshots of those commands. There we go, that will do. Okay, so let's get rid of all of that. That will trigger... I'll have to have them separately. I won't be able... If I have the... Yeah, I'll have to have the walk and the delay as separate, because if I get the walk to trigger the delay, it'll end up triggering both drones. So, we'll have that get triggered. And that gets started. So that should immediately stop the mech. And then that should start the launch delay cycle. So we will set... I'm giving myself plenty of time this time. I'm setting that to 5 seconds. And we can reduce it if necessary. So that will then need to have the actions that I've just made the screenshots of. Let me pull them back up again. Right. So P drone 10. We want to turn that battery back on. We want to turn the control systems back on. Pack 10, I want to have that switch to auto, but also turn off. And port 2, we want that to detach. And we also want to set up the launch stuff. Yeah. AI movement stuff, launch stuff. Cool, so again, P drone 10. What we got? Movement on, AI on. Speed limit 10, and then launch command. That's the one. On, AI on, and play on, just so all the bases are definitely covered. Yeah, so that'll do that, in theory. The quick save and another test. Let's get walking. Port number 2. Do it every single time. Docking relay number 2. Send signal. We stop. We come to a complete stop. 5 seconds is obviously too long. And then he's done something, but he's not done everything. Where are we? You've done some things. You have detached. You have done everything you should have done, except actually launch. Why is that? None of your AI is on. Why is none of your AI on? Interesting. The lay. 10, 10, 10. It's all the right one. It did the battery. Maybe the touch before it got the signals. Maybe I might need to change that priority again. It works fine in that order. Oh, hello, Shadow Void Claw. I wish my mechs were half as smooth as this thing. I can only do so much with timer blocks, though. Not great with the vent controllers yet. Just play with them more. There's so much you can do with the vent controllers. It just takes a bit of experimenting to figure out what you can do with them, but just keep at it, man. Trigger. Yeah. Do. Okay, let's change the priority in that timer, because that order works fine in an event controller or in a signal relay. Apparently it doesn't work nicely in the timer. Is that because of the tiny tick between the relay sending the signal and the timer actually doing it? Probably. Let's reprioritize that then. Let's take you, put you right at the end. Port 2, detach. Have you as the final command in the sequence. Yep, there we go. That was it. Right, battery drone. I kind of need you to come back again, please. Can you come back here, please? Thank you. Yeah, that might have been it. This is, in fact, one of the reasons I was saying the other day. Yeah, you see how he's overshot that at that speed. If I get him to move any faster, he flies miles past and does this stupid little dance back and forth until he figures out where he's meant to be. But yeah, command priorities, something I covered in my most recent tutorial about automation blocks. Okay, I think that idea might actually work now, so let's save that again. Let's you jump back into that control seat. You know, I'll actually do the save from here, so not to do that again. Number 6, I'll set you off. Docking relay. Number 2. Send the signal, we stop. Oh yeah, needs to reduce that delay, didn't I? I have to bring that down. But yeah, there he goes. He's now launched, actually. That's good. Oop. Oh, that's something I didn't test properly, did I? I need to test if it actually deactivates the water controls. It stopped me walking. But, I didn't test them properly, and I think it reactivated them properly, because I could start walking again as the drone was flying off. but can't be certain. I need to test that properly. But yeah, I think this is working. So it's just a case of adding a couple of timers to each of the main mech's build control computers. That's not nearly as bad as I thought it was. Oh yeah, I also needed to get it to stop the mech at the other base. I needed to get the power plant mech to stop walking. Oh, I could tie that into the relay signal it sends, actually. Right, so let's try that again. We're walking. You know what? Just put it on here. Docking relay 2. Send signal. So, send that signal. We stop. I'm trying to walk and move. I can't do anything. How it should be. Still nothing. Still nothing. Still nothing. And my walk controls have activated again as he flies away. Brilliant. Right. That is kind of what I wanted. In fact, that's exactly what I wanted. Battery drone 10. Come back, please. Because we need to set up a power plant. On, play. Come back here. What do I need to do? I need to get the power plant over here. He's in the way of stuff. I am out of that cockpit. Let's just bring him over manually. Oh, I've not set up cruise controls for the others yet, have I? That's a point. We also need to look at walk speeds. What are your leg rotors doing, actually? What are they set to? 50 million. Your knees aren't bowing out. Your legs don't look like they're struggling, so 50 million might be alright for you. You might just need to speed it up a little bit. What's that? Apologies. Power plant looks sick. Those auto sun-seeking panels while it's walking look fantastic. Thank you, man. Yeah, I wanted to... Like I said, most of the other mechs that need appendages for tools and things have got arms. And with this guy, he didn't really need any arms, but I wanted to get something in there. And I thought, you know what, seeing as he's a power plant, let's get some solar panels on him. So he's just got 2 big sun tracking arms. Someone said it looked like, someone the other day said it looks like he's waving or doing a sort of yippee dance. But yeah, it's just well, there's a couple of controllers for them somewhere on this build. I can't remember right now. I think they might be downstairs in the power plant or something, but yeah, he's just got 2 turret controllers controlling either of them. Right, so you are going to be walking. Your AI is going to be doing stuff and following me. So when that drone launches, it is going to launch up. It is going to get to that last waypoint, and then it's going to send signal 61 to stop the mech. I might have to have separate relay for each of the other mechs. So I might have to build another 6 relays on here. Because if we use signal 61 for all of them, it will do stuff to all of the mechs. So yeah, we might have to try and cram even more relays into this one than we already have. Which is nice. Oh yeah, I just need to build that bit at the back as well, don't I, for the last 2 drones. 6 more bloody relays. Oh, I got 3. Yeah, I know where those relays are going to go. I'm going to cram them all up here. So if I pop another 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5. No, I don't need 6, do I? There's only 5 on the max, isn't there? Because camera working properly, you'll be receiving drones from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, so you only need 5 relays. Not 6. That's me miscounting. That makes it more awkward, because then it's not even. That drives me insane. You know what, we'll just have a spare one. Whatever. I'm just going to call these things all the pause relays for now. P drone. P drone 10. Pause relay. You get to be signal 61. Ouch. Mag, I'm gonna need this. I need to set up the same thing in reverse though, don't I? Because this is going to come over here. And when it undocks, it's going to launch back up. And it's going to need to send a signal again. Oh, hey Kieran, how are you doing? I might need 12 more relays. Because you're gonna stop over there, you're gonna launch, you're gonna get to the end of your launch, you're gonna send that relay signal that restarts the warp controls on the one you're coming from, but you also need to get that to stop the one you're going to. I can either just turn off the AI controls on this power plant, I could just turn off the AI warp controls and do it that way. The CPU grows. Yeah, my stupid vanilla computers get a bit ridiculous after a while. This is not the biggest one I've ever built. I've built some that literally take up the entire of one large grid block of space. And this one's getting there. So yeah, I can like... Yeah, we'll just have it turn off the AI controls, I suppose. Because that handles all the warp stuff as well. That is the easy way of doing it. But then again, it also means that that mech could also still move if there was players on it. We are just going to have to do a docking delay setup in each direction, I think. Because again, when he launches from here, I need to get the command station to stop moving too. So yeah, I basically need to set up the same thing on either side. Okay, right. Fine, we need 12 more relays then. Fun. We need 2 signals for each direction. Or for each drone. Bum 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 bum. I called it the wrong number anyway. Oh, actually. Yeah, actually, yeah, I do only need 1 for each pair of drones. They can both use the same signal. So yeah, that would be 1. That would be 2. That would be 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is what I've got so far. And 6. But they're all on the same one, so that'd be fine. So it would in fact be this one. The drone 09, 10. So it'll do both drones. Pause. Relay. Yeah, it still would have to be separate signals. Pause relay dock is what we'll call it. And then we'll have a pause relay launch. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to do it like that. And then we need timers, don't we? Because I need to get this thing to stop and start again. Oh, there's no room left. Not down here, anyway. Getting ridiculous. That is earmarked for more drones. You know what? I'm just going to put parts in so that I don't forget about it. I keep seeing that gap and thinking I can use it. Is that? Oh, there is going to be more drones in there eventually. Yeah, that's all of that. That'll be that. So yeah, I do also need 2 more timers, and they are not going to fit anywhere nice, are you? Oh, actually. Walk light, walk light. Oh, there's 2 slots right here. We'll just do that. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just do that. Bum bum bum. M power dash 01. Walk. What did I call it? The one out. Pause. Walk. Start. That is pause walk. Stop. So, when you receive that signal, I can get out of there. When you receive that signal, you want to stop walking. When that thing docks up, you want to be able to start walking again. Yeah. Okay, right, power plant. Pause. Ignore you for now. Alright, so when you receive signal 61, you will trigger that. Yeah, that is what it was, I think. So let's have a quick look back there. Pause. I'll call it on and off, not start and stop. Change that in a minute. In fact, I'll take that with us. So yeah, that is going to turn off the cruise control, which is not set up yet. Thrusters off, warp controllers off. Yeah, so... Okay, let's get in that control seat, it'll make life easier. There we go. Oh, there we go. So that is... Oh yeah, I need to make a group for the thrusters, don't I? Or the control thrusters. So we'll leave that when I eventually set up the cruise control over here. Empower AI thrusters. Oh crap, yeah, wrong thrusters. That is using thrusters on the main body, isn't it? To control the AI, it's these ones I want to turn off. You know what, I'll turn all of them off. Oh, actually, I've got a group of them already. Yeah, okay. We'll turn all of those thruster groups off. Hello, drone. Yeah, so that can be that. That can be that. AI thrusters can go off. And the control thrusters can go off. That way, nobody is letting that mech move, not the mech, and not anybody that might be piloting it. Then we can turn off the two controllers as a failsafe, so they're definitely not going to get triggered. Those turning off should trigger the walk reset, and we haven't got that, so we don't have to worry about it for the moment. That is going in there, so he immediately stops. And then walk control on, we will have AI thrusters come back on, main, not that one, main control thrusters can come back on, and the controllers can come back on. That was the wrong one. And that timer should be going into these two, I think. We've got the bloody space left. Oh, don't. We don't have the room. I wish event controllers had more than 10 pages, but... ah, damn it, I've not got the room to squeeze it in there. How else could I get it in there without having to faff around some more? Smeg, I knew I was gonna run out of space. Yeah, so there are all the groups for when the thing docks. One space on that left-hand side, and I don't have any. Damn it. Oh, wait, oh, no. Oh, actually. Drone flies over here. Drone sends signal to dock. Don't worry about the controller. Put it in the docking relay. Because that receives a signal from the drone, and that is what tells this to happen and lock up. Yeah. Yeah. We can do it that way. Bum. Walk on. Let's put that. Let's put that on a 1 second delay. So he doesn't immediately run off the second something docks. Which reminds me to do the same for the gas drone as well. Yeah, so drone will fly over here. It'll send signal when it docks, which will put that on a timer. That'll lock it down. That'll set that timer off once it's locked down. Yeah, that might work, I think. I hope. Yeah, because he can send that signal. Yeah, I think that's it. That might work. Pause relay. Do it again. Yeah, you're doing walk off as soon as it gets to there. Walk on when it gets to the docking relay. Pause, walk control on. You know what? Let's give it a 3-second timer. Just a little bit more time. Just in case. That'll turn all of that back on again, and then you should be able to continue on. Right, I think that's set up correctly. Let's do some more science. Do some more experiments and see what happens. Right, so I need to get in here, I need to get me walking, and I need to get the power plant walking. Right, we are all roughly in position. So let's do another save here. Let's start you walking, let's start you following. Although you are set to be quite a long range from me, so I need to get about 500 meters away before you'll start following properly. Because he is set to be at the back of the conga line. There he goes. Probably doesn't help that we're on a really nasty hill as well. Let's get somewhere a little bit flatter. Right, I'm walking, he is walking. Let's pretend this drone is running low on power. It then detaches, or it sends the signal that it's going to detach. I stop. We need to shorten that delay. But that drone then launches. It sent a signal to him. He seems to have stopped, which is good, I think. Although I'm not sure that that's not just because I've stopped. Let me carry on walking. Yeah, his AI is still trying to follow me, but he's not walking. Yeah, you can see him trying, his AI blocks turning the mech, but he's not actually following, so I'll stop. Oop, about there. That's not what I meant to do. You're going to dock up. You're going to get to there. You have docked. And you are starting to walk again. Yes! That is what I wanted. Fantastic. Right, that idea works. Quality. Okay, cool. Now I just need to figure out, I just need to do the same thing the other way around, basically. Let's turn that battery off for a second, because I don't need it recharging while I'm trying to figure this out. So, in reverse, we need to do the same thing as we did on the command station, which was in the command station, so that's fine. What we did was we put it in the docking relay, didn't we? Oh, hang on. Power plant, drone. 7 docked up as well. Oh yeah, 7 is docked up. Oh well. It's docking relay base, isn't it? So yeah, that will send a signal. That will send that signal, which sends a signal to that relay. Which is what we need to change. Yeah, right, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Right, so what did I do with that over here? Launch delay starts. That was all the actions for that, and then it attached. Yeah. Right, so I need to do that over here then, don't I? I need to make launch delay timer on this end. Need more timers. Oh, no, I need even more timers at the other end. Oh, we're moving again. We decided we're too close and need to back off a little bit. It's going to end up being... Oh, it's going to end up being a separate timer for each drone, isn't it, though? Oh, it's complicated. What are we on? Hour and a half. That's fine. Maybe I do need to put the timer on the drones. Oh, we'll just make this computer bigger. Sod it. Oh, hang on, I can't... We're still moving. We are still moving. I'm just going to have to stick more timers up there. I'm just going to have to stick more timers up there. But it annoys me that they don't stick to the front of event controllers. I didn't realise that. Like, literally none of the timers stick to the front of event controllers. At all. You know what, it would probably be easier if I put a timer on the drone instead. Because yeah, that needs one for every single drone, which means I need to put another 12 timers on here. I need to have one for every single drone. That is going to take up a lot of room. Oh, but then again, I'd need 2 timers on the drone for each one. You know what? I'm just going to stick 12 timers on here. Smeg it. I'm just going to put loads of them on here, and we'll just do it that way. Right, you need to stop moving. Right, stop it. Thank you. I'll turn your AI back on in a minute. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So 9 and 10 are going to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's do it like that. Yeah, we'll just do it like that. P drone 10 launch delay. We'll just do it like that. Bum bum bum. So, P drone 10. Hang on. Here comes the gas drone again. P drone. So you in there, triggering walk off again, and then doing the launch delay. Right. So you in there. Yeah. We need to do all that again, but it's exactly the same as the other one, just with the launch base AI blocks instead. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's easy enough to figure out. Let's get them screenshots back up again then. So yeah, walk off, delay start. You can go off, you can all go in the bin. And you need to be drone 10 for a start. So what do we need? Hang on. Wrong thing. That one. What did we set the delay hours on the other one? We needed to change it, didn't we? Yeah, we'll change it to 3 seconds instead. So, back to the power plant. Delay 3 seconds. What are we doing with you? P drone 10. Battery back on. Control systems back on. Back 10. You get to go back on auto, but we'll also turn you off. Bum, and then it's the launch stuff. Yeah. Doing Drone 10 AI block on. AI on. Speed limit, that was the other one. Set speed limit, and then it is launch base, that's the one. On. AI on. Play on. And then port 10. Disconnect. Right at the end. Yeah, like that. So, relay, drone, docking here. Nope, docking here. Does pause, walk off, trigger, and launch delay, start. And then this is where we need that other relay signal, because we need to get this guy to start walking again, and the other guy to stop walking again. Ooh, yes, that is the one, isn't it? Because that's AI launch command. In that sequence, it does the pause relay. Does the drone need to send two different backing signals? Yes, the drone does need to send two signals. I'll have to use the set signal control on that one then. I'm not squeezing more of them on there. So that can actually be set channel 61 and send that. Over here, pause relay. Pause for the pause relay. Set up actions. Drone 10 pause relay. Set channel and send 62. Yeah, that should be the one. We need more relays, don't we? Need more relays. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, it's that one, isn't it? Copy all of that. I'm just going to stick it at the end of that. I'm just going to get real stupid with this computer. Why not? Copy, paste. That gets to be... pause, relay. Why can't I spell? Launch. Oh, power drone 7, we bug it off, apparently. And you're back again, are you? Right, so... Pause, relay... Dock has walk off on it. Pause, relay... Launch. Needs to be 62. Walk control back on again. Think. Let's just run through that again. So you are going to get full. when you eventually do get full, you trigger the docking relay 10 signal. Yeah, you do that one. Which receives it here, which then triggers walk off, make sure the mech has stopped, does the launch delay on a timer, launch delay after a few seconds, then launches the drone. When the drone ascends, it gets up there, and it sends a signal back to this relay, which then does the warp controls back on again. Oh yeah, that means I also need to set up the relay on the other side, because that needs to receive signal 62 to stop you walking. Eat some grub. Where's the AI bombs? Pause reply. Oh yeah, I'll put the back on again. With more controls back on again, that's when you get up there. Pause. Launch relay. Where did I put that? All there. Copy all. Copy, paste. Pause, dock relay. Signal 62. And that'll be warp control off. And then your docking relay. Here, it sends a signal to you. You lock that down. which will turn that back on again after a brief delay. Yeah, we'll call it a second. Okay, right. This is all getting very complicated. Right, so what do I want to do? First things first, I want to save, just in case I screw anything up. Next thing I want to do is I want to get you following me. Which means I need to move away a bit so you'll actually turn around. There we go. Right, we'll have those two walk in. Power plant drone. Drone. 10. What are you doing? Oh yeah. I turned that battery off, didn't I? Turn that back on. Docking relay. Port 10. Send that signal. He stops. Drone launching? Can't tell from here. Drone is launching. He has told me to stop. The mech is now moving again and following me. That is good. And the drone is whizzing along. Nice, that is what I want. He's going to take a while to get over here. In the meantime, I can't move the mech. That is a good sign. And still tell him to stop moving and start moving. That's good. Then when you get over here and you attach, hopefully I should be able to start walking again. Up, down. And I can start moving again. Fantastic. Right. Oh, I need to write this complicated nonsense down. But that seemed to work the way I wanted it to. Which is good. Let's get you to stop moving. There's a gas drone trying to dock up with you. May or may not be struggling now. No, it's docked. It's fine. Yeah, it's docked. It's fine. Okay. That convoluted nonsense works. I need to have a look and write that down, and then do it to a bunch of other drones and get them all set up. But yeah, that shouldn't be too much now. That was actually not as painful as I thought it was going to be. I just need to add some other relays and timers. Add some other relays to the other drones. Set up a few more timers, but that shouldn't be too painful. I'll head all the way back over there, that's fine. We will head back to the rest of the gang in a second. In the meantime, we are coming up on 2 hours, so I'm going to have a quick little bio break. The little engineer's room. I'm also grab myself another cup of tea, so I'll be back in a few minutes. And we will do more of this convoluted drone nonsense and try and get some more of them set up. But yeah, don't go anywhere. I will be back in a few minutes. Okay, I am back. Let's turn that music back down again, good as it is. Get rid of that. See you later, little engineer. Right. What are we up to? Okay, so we worked this out now. I just need to tidy up the block names and stuff and make it a little bit more coherent. Yeah, so that's that, that's that. That's that, that is that. We'll call everything pause. And keep that. Yeah, that could be that. Yeah, pause, launch delay. And then we need to set one up for you as well. And that way it just makes it easier to find everything that I need. So we'll set that to 3 for now. What were you? You were all the stuff that's on the drone. Right. I'll do that in a second. You don't actually receive any signals, you just send them, don't you? Yeah, that's fine. Right, okay. This next one should be a bit quicker and slightly less painful to set up. Now have an idea of what we're actually doing. Let's grab that, let's take that out, let's slap that on there. Let's take that and put it on there. You can be 09 because you are drone 9, good. Yeah, right, so... let's reverse engineer all of that then. So that doesn't do anything, that doesn't do anything. That is all the actions in pdrone 10, so we need to copy that for pdrone 9. pdrn number 9. So we've got battery on, control systems on. What were the other things? Pack 9 are there. On auto and then turn it off, isn't it? Pack 9. Enable auto and turn you off. Was it? Yeah. And then after that is your launch controls. Yeah, cool. Right, so drone number 9 on AI on. Let's speed limit 10. Launch command on AI on play on, and then port 1 can then detach. Yeah, that's that one. So what else did you do? P drone number 9. Copy that for a second. So when you get low, you are gonna send that signal, isn't it? P drone 10. Yeah, you send the docking relay signal. To this one, and on this one we change it to walk off trigger, launch delay start. Yes, because that's all the stuff we've just reprogrammed. So pause, walk, control, off trigger. Pause, launch, delay, number 9, start. That is correct. Wonderful. You then launch. Drone AI. You launch from here. Or both, so I can see and compare. You launch from there, don't you? Number 10. When you get to the top, you just set channel 61, 62. So this one needs to be 63 and 64. Yeah. Pedro 9, pause relay, set channel and send signal 63. Launch, number 10. Command, waypoint 2. Pause relay. Number 9. Set channel 63 and send that signal. Or is it? No, they're both using the same signals, aren't they? Both using 61 and 62. Because they're both getting the same drone to do the same thing. Being an idiot. That was the whole point of setting it up like that. Yeah. Idiot. Pause. Relay. Launch. Yeah, that just stops the mech anyway, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine, I'm being stupid. Alt control on. So that just, that just wants to send signal 61 again. Yeah. AI P drone. Oop, AI. AIP drone launch command. Setup actions. Set channel 61. That's fine. You then launch. You then tell that to walk again. That then tells that to stop again. Didn't mess with any of your docking controls there. What did we do at the other end? At the other end, we put it into the relays on the ship, didn't we? Yes, we did. Because you... you get to there, and you send that docking relay signal, don't you? Dock relay number 10. Yeah, that's when you tell that to walk again. So I'll do number 9 there. Oh, signal, that's the wrong thing. I might have just launched something by mistake then. Hopefully not. Pause, warp control on start, isn't it? Yes, it is. So yeah, that gets up there, that sends that signal. That should handle all that. I'm gonna need to set up stuff at the other end when it docks. Okay, let's test number 9 drone. Oh, yeah, I have accidentally activated stuff. I can see stuff on you doing things. Damn it, come back here. Come back here, please. I wasn't done with you. Right, in you come. Do that again properly. Oh. And what are you doing? Are you coming? Are you going? You're supposed to be leaving, but you've done something silly. Why? Just go back and recharge. Thank you. Hopefully he's got the power to get there. I don't know how long you just sat there hovering like an idiot. Right, so let's test this again then. Let's lock my spectator cam onto you. Let's do a little save. I'm not even in the seat, so that's not going to help. Number 5, let's get you following me. Let's go for a stroll. Also hit the save button, so I can't remember if I did or not. Docking relay number 1. So, actually, let's quickly save there first. Number 8 stops the mech. Drone launches. You have been told to stop. Wonderful. Although you are on a slightly awkward hill. I can now continue moving again. That's good. And he is not attempting to follow. Turn this guy around a bit. Because we are drifting further and further away from the rest of the pack. And he is figuring out where he wants to land. Well, he's a bit awkward because we're on the angle, but he's fine. That is docked. Oh, we need to set up stuff on this end, don't we? Power plant. AI. Bum 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 bum. Wrong thing actually. Warp controls, that's what I was looking for. They are turned back on. They are turned back on. They are turned back on. Okay, so it's just a range thing. So if I move him over there a little bit. Are you going to start walking again? What are you doing? AI is on. The thrusters are on. It must just be a range thing. Because he's set to stay 500 meters away. So I'm probably too close. So let's just walk past him. Where are we? In there. Let's walk in that kind of heading. Oh, there we go. His legs kick. Yeah, okay. So his legs are. His walk cycle is working again. I've seen his legs kick then. Has he adjusted himself? Yeah. Right, so his walk cycle has kicked in again. Cool. Groovy. Right, okay, so that works. He is just waiting to get to the proper range and then he should start walking properly again. There we go. Right, he's following properly again. We're at 500 meters from him. Fantastic. Okay. Right. Let's stop that for a second. He will stop again in a second of his own accord, hopefully. Yep, thank you. We will be a little bit twitchy though. Right, so when P drone 9 is full, you send dock and relay. Is that what we did? What did we do with your full controller? Dock and relay 10. Yeah, so it's just in that, isn't it? So let's go to the other one. Power plant, P drone 9. Full. So yeah, when you get full, you send that signal from the power plant back to yourself. P drone, dock and relay, base. What's that one? Oh yeah, that's what we need to change, isn't it? Docking relay base. Yeah, that's the one we need to change. Yeah, it's just walk off. Walk off, trigger, launch delay, start. Okay. Docking relay base. Yeah, we need to do the launch delay over here, don't we? So yeah, we need another one of these timers. Means we need to head back over here. Where are we? Stop fidgeting. Oh, I've spawned myself in a very precarious place. There we go. That's better. Oh, right. Again, you need to stop fidgeting while I'm trying to do stuff. Oh yeah. So yeah, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, wasn't it? That's what it was going to be. It's going to be another one of them there. This computer's getting out of hand. Oop, that's the wrong thing. That is that. Right, cool. Let's get in that control seat. Pause, delay. What were we doing? We were doing all the AI stuff. Right. Yeah. Cool, right, okay. So that's those screenshots again, is what that is. Give me a second to pull them back up. There we go. Right, so... P-Drone 9. Battery back on, control system is back on. There's no X in the word pack. Enable also and off. Probably should rearrange all this stuff, but whatever. It would make more sense if I rearranged some of it, but what it is what it is. Right, so then P-Drone 9 on speed limit 10, launch base. Yeah, launch base on and then port 9 after that can detach. Yeah, that's the one. Battery port 9 detaches. That's 62, that's that, that's all fine. What we're doing next then? You don't have... Oh yeah, you do. You know that, don't you? Oh, that's the one on the drone. Used. You know what, I'm just calling that spare relay for now so it doesn't get in the way. Oh, fine, I'll exit out completely. There we go. Right, so when you get full P drone, you send signal to docking relay 9. Docking 9 relay. Oh, I'm just going to docking relay to the signal. The docking 10 relay does. Oh. Yeah, I've already set that up. That's the one that's sending the signal. That's sending the signal. P drone relay. Docking relay base. You're the one that we change, aren't you? Yeah, you'll just walk off, trigger, launch delay. Start. Right. Oh, have you just left? You have just left before I got to finish setting that up. Typical, I forgot to turn the battery off. You know what, I'll let him just go over there and land for a second. I need him to discharge a bit of that battery power first. I also want to see if he'll dock up properly as well. Yeah, it looks like he's docking properly, that's fine. And you forgot to do something. Let's turn off the damn battery. Command station. Docking. Relay number 2. Come back here. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Yeah, that was the wrong one. Oh well, you can come back anyway. We'll send both of you. Let's see if that bloody reserve power system's working. Hey, it actually worked that time, looks like. Well, at least that battery's on. Right, you can both come over here, and I'll turn both your batteries off. And I can compare both of your setups. Make it a bit easier. To be honest. Hopefully they both don't just immediately leave. Oh, actually, how about full controller off. 10. Full controller off. Battery drone 7. Why are you floating around? What are you doing? The drone loose somewhere. Here's number 7. I don't see him anywhere, but he's on my list. Battery drone 7. Where the heck are you? That's not the one. Where's my entity list? Why is that taking me to there? Power drone 7. Have you missed or something? Oh, there you are. You have not attached properly. Why is that? Neither of you have turned your battery packs back on. And you are not turning your controls off. Interesting. Busy. I'll fix that problem later. Stupid drones making life difficult. Right, I need to get you two sorted out first before I get distracted by other broken drones. So let's finish what we were doing here. PDRN. Relay. 10 relay base set-up actions. Launch delay, warp control off. Pause, warp control, off, trigger. Pause, launch delay. Start. Yes, that is the one. That is set up like so. And that is set up like so. Right, I think... Oh, hey, how you doing, man? Right, I think... that is now all set up correctly. I will test them properly in a minute. I'm going to let them fully recharge and do their thing, because I want to figure out why you're suddenly misbehaving. What are you doing? Power Drone 7 on the farm. Mobile farm, P Drone 7. What are you up to? Why have you not turned stuff off and on properly? Port 1. Let's have a look at the controls for that. Something broken. Not set something up. That is on, that is on, that is looking at the correct battery port. It is attached. That has not turned any of that off. I turned that on myself. That stuff is not on, that stuff is not on. Why are you not turning your control system off? Oh, hello. What's that about? You're getting power from him, aren't you? Oh, no, you're detached too. Right. You're attached, and you're attached, but you're still misbehaving. Detach. Attach. Right, it was a power issue on the base. Yeah, that recharge system still does not work the way I want it to. Oh well. Come back to it later, whatever. Okay, so it wasn't actually misbehaving, it was just the backup power system I'm trying to set up was still not behaving the way it should do. Right, you're back over here. You're not far off. Let's head back over yonder to this one. Let's get into third person. Get you to follow me again. Although you are still within 500 meters, so you're not going to actually follow me yet until I get a bit further ahead. In theory. Why are you not following me now? Interesting. Oh dear. Power plant. Warp controls are not on. That is why. Surely that should have come back on. When the other drone docked up. One would send a signal. When it walked back up. Oh, looks like the other drone is launching anyway. Back on again. Turn your AI light back on. Okay, warp controls are working again now. Maybe there's some conflict in there that I'm not seeing when they both turn up at the same time. My warp controls don't work because I'm not supposed to be able to walk right now, so that's fine. Right, he is docking up. I'm going to hold forward on my keyboard to engage my forward controls. There we go. That is now moving again once he has docked up. Okay. What's going on with the power station's controls? Let me just put you back on cruise control again. How are you on less? You topped up more recently. Doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Right, so you and you are following. If I then trigger number 9, so that stops me. Short delay, mech launchers. You've stopped. I can then continue once he has walked off. Oh, I might need to put the cruise control event controller in there as well. So I'll keep walking that way. And you'll come over here. You will eventually land and you will dock, and then hopefully the power plant will start walking again. After a short delay. Beautiful. Right, I think there might just be a bit of a conflict when they both come in at the same time. And then you... You're going to charge up, and then when you leave, he should stop again. You're on 99%, so it should be pretty soon. There we go, you've stopped. You launch, right, 3 seconds is a decent timer for that. He is then launched. I have stopped over here. Not yet. Oh, right, I forgot to put the command in there. To make you stop walking. Launch base 5.2. Oh, yeah, I didn't put that in there, did I? Set channel 62 is what's supposed to be in there. Let's play that again. Let's get him to go back. Are you gonna go back? Or are you gonna be a dumbass and sit there like an idiot? AI launch base on play. Oh, on play. That's the one. So if I start walking again, I might turn myself around actually, because I'm getting quite far away. Yeah, that'll be fine. Right, so you're going to come back here. You're going to do that launching sequence again. Don't smash into anything, please. There we go. Right, so you start there, you go up to there. That should stop the main base, hopefully. Yep, that's stopped the main base. That has restarted him. Wonderful. And he is making his way back over here. Let me take that off for a second. There we go. F9. Right, I no longer have any control over the main base. Good. I definitely need to put some lights or signs or indicators in for the different states, so I know why things aren't doing things. Because yeah, I did experiment with making that travel speed between one mech and the other like 20 or 25 meters a second. And they'd get to this point and they would just fly straight past the start of their docking sequence. And then fly straight past again on the way back. And it'd get really annoying. Right, so I can't move. He is docked up. Couple of second delay. And I still can't move. Really? Right, I've forgotten something else. What have I forgotten there? I have forgotten. It's on the docking relay here, isn't it? Docking relay command, when that one comes in. No. Again, that one sends the signal. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, that one does that. That one does that. Oh, hang on, I'm looking at the wrong one. Docking relay 2. Pause walk control on docking relay 1. Did not do that. That'll be why. Pause walk control on should start there. There we go. Pause walk control on. Yeah, right, that'll be why. That never got triggered, and now I can walk again. And move again. Right, okay, we are getting there. We are getting there. We've nearly ironed out all these things. What, these drones look a lot like camera drones? Yes, I pretty much just used the drone itself to make that camera drone for the BattleBot arena. Just because it was a pre-built drone I had that I knew could already fly reasonably well and easily be adapted. I literally just popped the rotor on the bottom that carries the whatever cargo. I just removed that and swapped it for a turret controller and a camera. Pretty much. It just saved me building a drone from scratch. I knew that one already worked quite nicely, and I've adapted it to actually like land and dock at the battle arena now, so it can charge up. Because I threw it together on your server the other day, and then I was tinkering around with it on my single player game the other day, and whilst I was messing around with something, I just heard a power off sound and something come crashing to the ground and just went, oh yeah, that's the camera drone. I'm not in a creative world, so it's just gonna run out of power. Oh well. So I've set up with an actual recharging system now for in case of uses in survival games. Right, so we're walking that way. Let's get him to turn around and follow us again. Need to get a little bit further from him. Yeah, I think we do. Need to get a little bit further away. Turn all those HUD signals off. Right, so he is following once again. We are sliding down that a little bit. Right, cool. So you are doing your thing, and cargo drone 10. Let's test you again. So delay, drone launches. Drone gets up there, turns off the walk controls over there, turns mine back on so I can carry on walking and doing what I need to do. You're going to sit there waiting. Drone will eventually rock up again. Right, there you go. You dock. Short delay. Walk controls engage again. Fantastic. Right, that all seems to be working nicely. That battery's not far off recharging anyway, so yeah, I'll just keep him walking around for a minute. Bum 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 bum. Let's engage the rest of the pack. We may as well go for a stroll while we wait for this battery to charge up. the system to kick back in. Actually, it won't be that long at all. It's already on 98. But we may as well stroll around anyway, because I want to take everybody over to that ice lake. Eventually. So we may as well roughly head in that direction. Is there a nice way up there? That gets a bit nasty. That route there is fairly clean. That'll do. Oh, but I'm miles off course. Oh, but I've automatically stopped anyway. Cool, right. You have re-engaged. That's lovely. Yeah, you see what I mean. The walking speed of the mechs is not far off the walking speed of the drones. The flying speed of the drones. Never make them any quicker, they just overshoot badly. Because I've had a couple come in, overshoot so badly they've just smacked straight into this tower. On a couple of occasions. But everyone's working, everyone's walking. I've not left any lifts down this time, have I? No, I've not left any access lifts dangling. Yeah, I might have to experiment with making these drones faster, because that is pretty slow, to be honest. Oh, hello, Space Ace. Let you bomb it with your mantas. No, don't bomb my stuff. At least not yet. Let me finish building it and publishing it first. Once I've published it, you can do what you want with it then. Yeah, so you already overshot a little bit, and you're only doing 15. You've stopped because you're in range. You have re-engaged. Cool. Right, so let's get the gang walking again then. Where am I? Let's bring me over here a little bit. In fact, oh yeah, my torch is still on. What you want? 45% friction, that should be alright. What's that, Space Ace? A lot of nice work, gave a like. Thank you very much, man. Every one of those likes helps feed the algorithm, for whatever reason it needs to. Oh, I forgot to put the message up on Twitch at the start of the stream about the Discord page. Yeah, well, thank you very much, man. Like I said, every like on the stream helps feed that ravenous YouTube algorithm, however the hell it decides to work. Okay, that worked pretty nice. Let's test drone number 9 again. That makes me stop. Yeah, it takes about 3 seconds for me to settle. So yeah, that 3-second time is pretty good, I think. He then launches. I should be able to continue on. The rest of the gang are following me, and he is just waiting to receive the drone. The annoying part is I need to do this for basically every single drone. It's definitely going to be something I do off stream. I might carry on tinkering with it tonight after I finish the stream and just try and get through them all. Penisberg, yay algorithm, yeah, yay YouTube and its mysterious ways. Are you two getting in each other's way? You are getting in each other's way, aren't you? Number 2. Oh, you've completely gotten in each other's ways. Number 3. Do you want to get loose, please? There we go. Right. Cool, and the power plant has taken off again. Right, sweet. Looks like that control system is indeed working the way I want it to. You're just waiting for others to get out of his way. Because everybody may as well actually test that a little bit. Let's put the sensor field ranges on. Why is that not going? Oh, drone 9 is launched. It is off. When it gets to the top, it stops the main base and starts him again. Lovely. Oh, it works. It actually works. That was the farm sensor that I triggered. Oh, we're not. Half highlighted sensor field range. Why is it not showing that? M-farm sensor show on HUD. Is it a player proximity thing? Ah. That door's problematic on an angle. Yeah, that door's very problematic on an angle. Really? It's that stupid lip in the corner of this, isn't it? Whatever, I'll deal with that problem later. Oh, yeah, I think it's a player proximity thing. Now the sensor field range has actually appeared. Yeah, so that's what stops them crashing into other mechs. So they've got this field here at the front. Any large grids or stations get in the way, it stops the warp controls. He should stop before he gets that close, but it's there just as a failsafe. You're gonna get too close? You are. There you go. It's triggered, it's turned green. He has stopped walking. Yeah, I think I might need to change that door downstairs. Cool, right, where are we? No, we still need to get all the way over there. Let's take them for a bit of a journey, because I've not really tested these guys out properly on all the different kinds of terrain. They've done a little bit of walking around, some flat land, and a little bit of a hill over here, but I've not properly tested them on all of these kinds of inclines and angles and things, and how easy it is to navigate a herd of AI mechs at the same time. Right, let's lock back onto you. Turn you that way a little bit. Let's actually turn those sensor fields back off again. They're fine. That doesn't need to be on, and that doesn't need to be on. That's fine. What's that space? Ace. Going to need a formation block to change them soon. Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard to get drones and things to walk in formation. The biggest issue is processing power. Because I don't know exactly how the AI stuff works, but I'm pretty sure it factors in the grid size of the things it's following into its calculations. So if you get a big complex mech to follow another big complex mech directly with the AI, it just tanks the sim speed to literally 4 frames a second. Because they are all set up to follow me, the player. And gas. Unit follow is literally just set to follow player. And each one of them is staggered at 100 meter distances to try and keep them in a conga line. Why is power plant stopped again? What are you doing, power plant? You're being stupid. Full stop. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll leave 5 active for a second. Power plant, what are you doing? Did your warp controls not come back on? Nope, they're fine. AI thrusters are all on. You're just being a tit, aren't you? Yes, you are just being a tit. What's that? Space Ace. Been lazy working on your airport base. Did a pad for your mini Falcon busters that flips. And don't know what that says. Lays down. Or payloads or cargo. Maybe firing my fighters to orbit also. Oh, that's cool. So you've got automated docking systems. Lays down for loading. Oh right, yeah. So you've got an automated docking system. That's pretty cool. Let's get the gang moving again then. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Off we go again. So we need to swing a left at that little canyon there. We're not doing too bad. What's everybody else's suspension settings? What are you on friction-wise? 60% friction? That's far too high. Why is that on 60? That'll be causing your feet to snag. Have I done that for the others as well? M-Farm suspension. Yeah, they've all been set to 60. Should be 45. Oh, maybe that was from one of the other times when I was testing. Anyway, I'll set them all. Yeah. Friction again, 60. Although I did that. Oh, I am now swinging too far to the right. Let's go that way. Who are we up to? Gas plants. 45 power plant. Suspension. Yeah, why are they all set to 60? It should be 45. Must have been screwing around with something at some stage. MREF. Suspension, again, is set to 60. Way too high. That'll be why their feet have been snagging a bit. Yeah, if you use suspension to just mech feet, trying to balance the friction so you get enough friction and enough drag to move, but not so much that your feet snag on the floor. Yeah, what's that? Flip pads with printers to print. Also, oh cool. Turn the Alvin fighter into a mini Mantis. You dropped one on workshop last night, but not done with it. Who's ever really done with that build? I'm forever tweaking and adjusting things again and again. Are you misbehaving again, power plant? You are. Why are you having issues? Mobile command station. Oh, that's the wrong one. Power plant AI. Why have you stopped walking again? Oh, is it a pitch angle thing? Perhaps. Nope. Well, I will increase that slightly. Is it a roll angle thing? Sometimes that helps. Is it just a flick it on and off again thing? Apparently it is. Oh! Crap. I've not been paying attention. I'm now in a hole I might not be able to get out of. And I'm about to lead everybody else down the same hole. When we get out of this, or are we stuck? I'll be very disappointed if I'm stuck. I think I might be stuck. Let's turn cruise control off for a second. Can I reverse back out the way I came? Not really. We are too big and lumpy. Will we go that way? Oh, there we go. We're getting a bit of grip. Let's actually increase that friction. Come on. We're nearly out of it then. I'm spinning that way. Oh, don't make me cut and paste the mech. I'll have to redo stuff if I do that. I am stuck in an awful little gap. Let's try and go out that way. Yeah, man. Oh, it's just too big, isn't it? Yeah, that is a really awful place to be. Damn it. Looks like your rotors are struggling a bit. Let's increase that a little bit more. Let's call it 100 million. Let's have a look at the leg hinges too. What are you lot on? We're already on 90. Nope, we are stuck. Damn it. Would free myself and get down there, I suppose. You know what, we'll just go around the long way. I'm not cutting and pasting it, because that'll mean I'll have to potentially go through all the drones and make sure they're looking at the right beacons, which is admittedly not a lot of work, but I'll just take the long way back round. Ooh, let's bring that friction back down again. That'll make the feet snag. Also at Space Days later, I'm going to take another Alvin and make the landing gear. Oop. Make landing gear on tips, wings, and make it in a bay. Be like Star Wars, yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. We are really in a crap place here, aren't we? Yeah, man, get a bit of purchase. There you go. Nope, you're really stuck in that fucking hole, aren't you? This is why I do also intend to set up drive controls for them as well. They've all got wheels on their feet that can be oriented into driving positions. There we go. Right. Out of that awful little gap, but yeah, because his stance is so wide, you can have issues on particularly bumpy terrain, it seems. There we go. Right. Okay. Oh well, this ends up turning into a proper field test of their control systems now. Alright, you lot can all wait up there for me to make my way back round. I'm gonna bring the sun back up so I can actually see what's going on. I need to put spotlights and things on these guys as well so they can operate in the dark properly. Oh god, all of these hills look too steep. See what happens. Oh, Kieran, when can we expect the next tutorial? Yeah, sorry, I was meant to get that out this week, but life stuff just got in the way, and there's a lot of stuff that goes into making those tutorials. But yeah, it should be out very, very soon. It might end up having to be an every 2-week kind of thing, rather than a weekly thing. Just because there's so much stuff to kind of script and plan with big complicated tutorials and stuff. Yeah, it will be out soon. I've already started it. I'm like halfway through. Just haven't had time to get to it at the moment. Yeah, the next one is about how to set up the walk computers that I use to make all these mechs move. They're pretty much the same across every mech design, really. Use the same basic components. You are going to struggle getting up this hill, aren't you? You jack that friction up. Try and maneuver you around a bit. Is this hill going to be too steep? Making not a lot of progress, really. Might need to put booster thrusters on the back, maybe, for particularly steep hills. Yeah, he's just sliding down that. No matter how high I crank that friction, he's just too heavy to get enough purchase and enough momentum to get up there. Yeah. Damn it. Walk across it, it's not that far. I just need to get a little bit up there. Yeah, nah, he's not liking it being that steep. I want to turn the brakes on, stop the wheels moving at all. Oh, that's helping actually. Though it does mean I'm slowly falling that way. And it's making it difficult to turn. Right, stop that. Interesting. Okay. We back up a little bit. Try that again. Turn those brakes back on. Back rows are struggling to push. Of course they are. Well, this is what happens when you try and move 1.3 million kilos worth of blocks across the land, rather than just making it fly. Damn it, we're kind of stuck in here, aren't we? Yeah, I'm just not getting out of there. Fine, we'll try going this way. Well, I think I've oversteered. Oh, sod it. Right. Smeg all that. I'll just copy and paste the damn thing. Note to self, avoid canyons. Where are we? We're there. Let's not spawn you in the ground. There we go, let my sim speed chug for a second. Okay, I'll try it again. Although I do need to go through the drone AI, just double check. That's still set to power plants, and that has forgotten command station. I knew something would get messed up. That's still got the power plant, and that has forgotten the command station. Typical. Yeah, you still remember that. The ones here seem to have forgotten all their beacons. Okay, that should be fine. Try that again, but we will pay attention to where we are going this time and not end up in a ravine, hopefully. Although this is, again, quite steep and bumpy, so we'll see how these guys manage here. Hopefully, we can all get up it. Please get over that hill. Please don't get stuck. Let's bring you around this way a little bit, get your feet out of that divot. There we go. Alright. Okay. Oop. Yeah, I'm getting beached there as well. My feet are getting stuck a little bit, aren't they? Damn. Let's have a look at the leg hinges again. Maybe they do need more power. We are pushing it though. Call it 150 million, why not? We're getting there slowly but surely. Everyone else seems to be keeping pace. Not going too badly. But yeah, I did intentionally set up all the legs. I can attach myself to one. Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, all the legs do have a rotor on them. That's both to help with some of the clang of the leg systems, but also so I can eventually set them up with drive controls for particularly crappy terrain, and they can all just drive instead of walk. You guys might be alright there, you might struggle a little bit. We will see how you get on. I'm still getting up that hill, alright. Might end up actually swapping out the control thrusters for their AI to Atmo thrusters instead. Because I usually use ion thrusters because they don't actually generate very much force in atmosphere at all. So you can more or less use them like an on-off switch without creating too many forces that push stuff around. But with these guys heading up hills, I might actually want the added momentum that a proper thruster would give me, and I could still use it the same way. So I might end up giving them some Atmo thrusters. Help that AI get up the hills, but not doing too bad. Then again, they are slightly smaller, so they've got slightly smaller strides. And they're all still progressing. You're just waiting for the power plant to get out of the way. I'm so big and lumpy I'm getting stuck on the terrain. Let's head over there a little bit. Don't want to wander off too far, otherwise the other guys might end up sliding down that hill trying to follow me. So yeah, let's head back up there a little bit, where there is no ravines for quite a while. Yeah, you guys are all still making progress. That's fine. You're all still walking and following. So it's just me being that much bigger and lumpier that has major issues with the terrain. I might need to extend the walk sensors out so their feet don't interact like that. Should get free in a second anyway. Okay, we are mostly getting out of there. Just killed a tree. Let's angle ourselves this way a bit more. Yeah, I think I need to adjust some of the sensor settings though. Maybe have the sensor come back a little bit and cover a bit more of the back end of the mech as well. Oh, the power plant being an idiot again. Power plant is being an idiot again. Yeah, power plant's AI seems to get confused every so often and just stop following even though everything is switched on still. He's the only one that seems to do it. I'm not sure why. Yeah, definitely need to speed the rest of the gang up though. Because he just shoots ahead. Let's stop there and wait for everyone to catch up. They're all following me, so I need to stay put in the mech. You guys still making it? You are. Good. We've not got any rogue drones flying about, have we? No, everything seems fine. Nobody's launched yet. You? There we go. Factory is as close as he wants to be. Refinery is pretty much as close as he wants to be. Farmer's managed to end up all the way back there, and you've managed to end up all the way back there. You should be in second place. But not too bad. Yeah, I might give them Atmo thrusters instead, so that AI can help push them up the hills. Because I like to try and get the mechs to use as much actual, just mechanical force as possible. I know that's probably tempting Clang and asking the physics engine to stress out more than it needs to, but I like to try and get it all as mechanical movement rather than thruster power with a fake walking animation. But sometimes the bigger ones need a little bit of help, because they all do weigh about 1,000,000 kilos each. I think some of them might be slightly under 1,000,000, but most of them weigh about 1,000,000 kilos. So it's a lot of weight to get the engine to shift mechanically. What's our heading like? Yeah. Not too bad. Leave it like that for a minute. See how everybody gets on. Everyone's starting up again. Ooh. Where do you come from? You're drone 1, aren't you? Yeah, you're drone 1. You're off the farm. No, you're not. Drone 1. You're off here. Nope. What did drone 1 off? Oh, you need to come off the refinery. And power plant has been a dumbass again. I don't know why. That AI block is particularly stupid. Factory. AI move. Have I done anything different? 15 meters a second. Altitude 0. It's the same. Actually got more restrictive settings. AI move. 15. Yeah, I gave you better angles and you're still being an idiot. I'm not sure why. But yeah, he's the only one whose AI block gets confused occasionally. Everybody else's works fine. Yeah, and once again, we are miles ahead. Yeah, definitely need to work on those walk speeds a little bit. Oh, in fact. Wrong button. Get everybody to stop again for a second. Hopefully get myself turned around. We go around that horrible little dip. We want to go around here. Little dips like this can be very precarious for big mechs. So we'll try and go around that. I don't get myself stuck in a crappy little hole. We're alright. So yeah, definitely need to increase the walk speeds a on the other guys. Why will you not turn left, please? Yeah, that's not doing too badly. Look like we should be alright for a bit. Not far from that ice lake now. Far from it at all. How are you guys getting on? Yeah, we're doing okay. Right, I'm going to stop him there again. Oop, everyone catch up slightly. If I hit the DPS button on my mouse, why is that so quick? Oh, I have done, that's why. That's a bit nicer. Right, how are you going to manage in this crappy little bit there? Oh, you're too close, so you're going to stop. That's what's going to happen. Let's walk a bit further. Will you be okay, or are you just stuck in that hole now? I think you're stuck in a hole, aren't you? What's that? Hey, Ledner, what's that? They do move in herds, yes. These mechs certainly do. I'm going to stop you there again. You are really in a crap place, aren't you? Though you might just scrub your way along until you get to some more stable terrain. Hopefully. Eventually, maybe. Oh, you're all going into that horrible trough. Oh, damn it! You didn't go in around that nearly enough. And then you are stuck in a horrible pit, aren't you? Yeah, I think I need to put some booster thrusters on the back of these guys. Because otherwise they're just going to get stuck in these pits. The farm seems to be doing alright. Farm's getting there. Oh, you found a spot you can actually ascend now, have you? Or are you still... It looks like you're getting there bit by bit. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, okay, he found his way out eventually. That's not too bad. See how the refinery fares in that little trough. No, he seems to be fine. Okay, it's just me being a big lumpy idiot compared to the others that's the issue. You're getting through, you've gotten through. Also, the way their legs are set up also has an effect as well. The wider stance ones are going to struggle a bit more with some of the terrain. Although he's just going to do what everyone else is doing, sliding slowly down this valley until he gets a bit more purchase. That's fine, whatever. Oop, power drone is docked. Let's get everyone to stop. Or power drone is launched, rather. Oop. You okay? You gonna launch? There you go. You head back home. And to be honest, I'm going to wrap that stream up here, because it is now 10 to 11 in the evening. I started later than usual, and I've gone on a fair bit later than usual. It is now quite late. So yeah, they're not doing too badly. A few little tweaks. They are not doing too badly at all, managing the open terrain, at least in the desert anyway. You're docked up again, wonderful. Yeah, cool, right. So yeah, that's some pretty good progress actually, particularly with that that delay system for... There we go, that's back to what I'm saying. The delay this door and that corridor section, that's got to change. It's not going to work. I'll figure something else out. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty happy with that. That's not doing too badly at all. But yeah, definitely some thrusters to assist them getting up and down hills, I think. Or up hills, they don't need assistance getting downhill, gravity will help us with that. And then I need to go over all of the drones and redo all of that, add a whole bunch of new programming, so I'll probably do that off stream if I get a chance. And hopefully I have that all set up for next time. And then yeah, next time we'll take everything all the way down to that lake and we can test some stuff and see if it works properly. In fact, I might even... No, that might be too deep to actually mine anything, but we can at least see if we can scrape something up with the refinery mech here and test that out. Yeah, and we'll leave that there. So I will be back again with probably more of this on Wednesday. Like I said, I'm probably just going to keep streaming this until it's time to make the video for the competition. So in August I'll probably stop doing this series and just keep whittling away and adding more nonsense. So yeah, I'll be back again on Wednesday. It's Sunday today, isn't it? Yeah, I'll be back again on this with this. Back again on Wednesday with more of this on Wednesday, and then again on Sunday. And for those that are interested, the next episode of Mechyard Engineering will be out in a few days. I just need to do a bit more editing, a little bit of recording, and I will upload that as soon as I get the chance. So yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for chatting, and I'll see you all next time. So cheers guys, and goodbye for now.